This is the Louis T. Network.
The Redskins Report.
Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sistren. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me. You see this cap? You see this face? Then you know this is the Redskins Report. Look, I'm not going to keep you here long at all. There's no need to break down X's and O's, and there's no need to get into what we have to do to beat Detroit and get into extensive details. Throw all of that stuff out of the window. It's Detroit Lions, Washington Redskins. Redskins are at home at FedEx Field. Look, this has nothing to do with all of the other stuff that I always talk about. This is simply the Redskins needing to get their act together. The offense has to sustain offense at the beginning of the game, not in the third quarter when we're down by 4 touchdowns. How about starting out from the get-go, getting out of the gates and scoring points, getting first downs, and putting pressure on the opposing team to actually have to keep pace with us and us not having to try to catch someone from behind by 21 points in the third quarter. And so we got to get out of the gates quickly in this football game. I'm not going to sit here and give you a long monologue or a pep talk on what we need to do and how we need to achieve it. Look, we've struggled. We started the season 0-2. We're not a good football team right now. We got to start from scratch. We got to start from the bottom and build our way back up to the top. We got to start from the basics. And the basics are tackling, catching the football, making the routine plays, knowing your assignments, not turning the football over, mental mistakes, eliminating them, no penalties, nothing that is going to stop us from achieving the goal of getting a first down, getting a touchdown, making field goals. Simple things, the things that winning teams do, winning football. And so to get to winning football, we just got to do all the little things. Attention to details right now, it's where it's at for the Washington Redskins. We need to do all of the little things right. Look, we've been here before. No one said getting back to the top of the NFC East mountain was going to be easy. Look, last year we had adversity. We were 3-6. Let's not forget. I hope everyone out there didn't forget that we were once 3-6 last season and we had to win 7 games in a row to win the NFC East and get to 10-6. We weren't a good football team from September all the way to January. We became a good football team over time. This is a little bit different. We didn't start out of the gate 0-2 last year. We came out of the box unexpectedly 1-0. We didn't expect to go into New Orleans last year and put up 40 and beat the Saints. We didn't expect that. This year, the expectations were a lot higher. And so when they're a lot higher and you don't meet them, you fall pretty far. And look, we hit the ground hard and it hurt. But look, we got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off. And I'm pretty sure all of us as Redskins fans can agree on one thing. We got to have it. Let's go big picture first. I'll go big picture, then I'll minimize that window and focus on the narrow picture, the micro picture. Let's go macro first. And macro is these next 2 games, got to have them. There's no other way to say it. We can't go into the bye week 0-4. We can't go into the bye week 1-3. We need to go into this bye week at 2-2. And that'll give us a chance to rectify this ship. But look, you can't win 2 games at once. And as we all know, this Redskins football team isn't good enough to overlook anyone and start looking at the next game or the game after that or the bye week. We can't look anywhere but at the Detroit Lions on Sunday, 1 o'clock, FedEx Field. So we got to focus in on getting this game. But macro picture, macro level, we got to have the next 2. It's a must. Capital M, capital U, capital S, capital T. Must win situation we are in right now this early in the season. And so we got to have it against the Detroit Lions. It's a good football team. And they got Megatron. Heavens to Megatron. They got Megatron. They got Reginald Bush. Look, I'm praying that Reginald can't suit up this weekend. That'd be a great help to us. For a team that doesn't know how to tackle very well, we don't need to see Reginald Bush. We don't. And so if Reginald isn't playing, that would be very, very greatly appreciated. But if he's playing, hey, we're going to have to deal with him. I'm not looking forward to seeing Reggie Bush out there if he's playing. I hope Reginald takes this week off. Look, it's only week 3. You don't need to play, right? Right? He's probably going to try to suit up, though, so we'll see. But I'd love it if Reginald just sat this game out and gave us a break because we can't tackle. And it'd be nice if a guy that can make people miss out in space like Reginald would not play in this football game. But Megatron's going to get his, so I'm not even worried about him. The key to the game is limiting all the rest of those guys on that football team. Don't let Nate Burleson get off. Don't let Joik Bell go off like we let James Starks go off on us. Don't let the role players, the surrounding guys, have career days like we did last week against Green Bay. Everyone last week had a career day. James Jones, Jordy Nelson, James Starks, Aaron Rodgers. If you played offense on the Green Bay Packers, you had a career day last week. If you're an offensive lineman, then you had a career high in pancakes. It was that type of day for us last week. We were just giving up any and everything. And so let's hope that this isn't a repeat of that. Look, I can't take another one of those games that we saw last week. So we've got to do some things to change up what we saw last week because I can't stomach another one of those outings like we had against Green Bay. We weren't competitive at all in that game. At least in the Eagles game, we were somewhat competitive early on. We tried. In the Green Bay game, there was no fight after about the first quarter. That first quarter seemed to last an eternity. And after that first quarter, it just seemed like there was no fight in this Washington Redskins football team. And so I can't go through another one of those. We got to play some good football, and we got to step up. Like I said, I'm not going to keep you here long because there's no need to break down this game. Simply put, we got to play better. We got to start fast. We got to finish fast. We got to start strong. We got to finish strong. We got to eliminate the penalties, eliminate the turnovers, eliminate the mistakes, tackle better, and do all the fundamentally sound things the way that we're supposed to, and we'll be fine. And that's the bottom line because I said so. And that's the way I feel, and I'm not going to do anything else because, honestly, I feel like it's a waste of time to sit here and dissect the Detroit Lions and try to break them down if we're going to go out and do the things that we've done in the first 2 weeks of the season. I need to see tangible proof that this team can go out and execute and play winning football before I sit here and dedicate 45 minutes to breaking down the Detroit Lions. That's not necessary, okay? I'll see what this team does, and by their output in this game, then I'll see what I need to do for the Oakland Raiders next week. But as far as breaking this game down, whether we win or we lose or we show up or we don't, you know I'm going to break the game down the way I always do. Whether it takes me 40 minutes or it takes me 15, I will be here to break down and recap this Detroit Lions matchup. But we got to have it, and we got to have it in the worst way. I hope the players and the coaching staff and the organization all realize that we got to have this one. 0-3 is a death sentence. And if we go to 0-3, you can wrap up this season. I'll wrap it up for you. I'll put it in a nice little box, wrap it up, put a nice little bow on it, and we're done. The only thing that is saving us right now, our saving grace right now, is that this whole division isn't playing good football right now. And to be blunt, this division stinks right now. Now, I hate to hear people talk about the NFC least and this division being the worst in the National Football League. Hey, hold on a second. Pump your brakes. We're not that bad. But as a whole, right now, we are not a very good division. And the Eagles just lost again on Thursday Night Football. They're 1-2. And the Giants are just like us. They're in an 0-2 hole, and so they're fighting for their lives just like we are. And the Cowboys had an opportunity last week on the road against Kansas City to put a stranglehold on this division early on by going to 2-0. They blew that opportunity. They're 1-1. So we're only one game out of first place. If we win and the Cowboys lose, which they probably won't, they have the Rams, so they'll probably go to 2-1. But look, I'm not here to break down the Cowboys. I could care less about anybody else. This is about us and our struggles. We need to work on us before we can worry about anybody else and what else the division is doing. Before we can worry about anybody else or what anybody else in the division is doing, we need to work on us. We can't worry about what anybody else is doing if we can't take care of our own business. It starts with us. It ends with us. We play our football, we win. We win. But if we don't, then you get games like last week. You get games like week 1 against the Eagles. And so we got to play our style of football. Run the football, play action fake. It'd be nice if we could bootleg. I'm not asking for you to run read option. If you're not comfortable with Robert running read option right now, fine. Let's move the pocket, though. That's all I'm asking for. How about a bootleg? How about getting him out from behind the center so that teams don't know where to find this man at all times? Right now, his address is 1063 Will Montgomery Lane. And until we change his address and move him around and get him out of the pocket, teams know where to find him. They know exactly where to come if they want to find Robert Griffin III. They don't have to knock. They just come straight in. And they go right up the A-gap, and they come find Robert Griffin III at 1063 Will Montgomery Lane. We got to move him from behind the center and move this pocket and get him out in space so that he can put pressure on this defense. I'm not asking for read option. I'm just asking for this pocket to move. I'm asking for us to run block. I'm asking for us to not make mistakes. I'm asking for us to sustain offense and score points. It'd be nice. So, I'm a Redskins fan etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold until we meet again. Hail to the Redskins. Look, I can't take another one of those week 2 massacres, guys. Step it up. Put the hard hat on. Come with your A game. We got to have it. We got to have it. So let's go get it. No one's going to give us anything. We got to go take it. It's there for the taking. Let's go get it. See you on Monday. It's going to be Victory Monday. I hope.
The Redskins Report.